Welcome to day 2 of our adventure, or our first full day. It's March 3rd. We left on the 1st. This is our first full day of adventures because we lost a day from traveling. And now we're just hanging out in this little alley waiting for the post office to open. Sorry, small street. Not an alley, Brendan corrected me. And we're just waiting for the post office to open because I hear they have the best ATM fees to take out money. So Brendan and I, we are on our way now to Kyoto, and we have some time before our train comes, and I just want to show you what the station looks like. So hang tight. So when you come up, you find the car number you're on, you get in line for what car you're on, and when the train comes, you get on. So this one's coming for 12:04. They come like every 5 to 10 minutes. That's the bullet train. Super long. I think this one's like 16 cars, so long one. After 3 hours on a train, this smells like wet scarf, or if you sucked on your balaclava as a child, it kind of reminded me of that. Just moist cloth. Fresh air. We found ourselves a nice little park, killing some time before we check into our hotel. And I was just telling Brendan that it smells like spring. You know how there's like dead grass that needs to be raked and like that smell in the air? And I was like, this grass is missing one thing though, a bunch of goose poop. Just checked into our hotel room in Kyoto, and it's already double the size for our last one, so that's good. Little tour.
I gotta open a curtain.
Little TV, desk area, mini fridge, queen bed. Brendan's having a hard time opening the curtain, and all the instructions are in Japanese. We'll get our translator app later. We got our bathroom, compact, toilet with, there's the bidet functions, sink and shower. Walking tour, we are on a walking tour. Here to learn all about the Geshia tonight, so stay tuned. So our tour guide was saying that when you turn 15, that is when you have to decide if you want to be a geisha or not. Then you have to leave your family for 5-6 years, train in a boarding house like the one we saw previously, and learn your talent, and then you graduate and you can work as a geisha like a freelancer. So we're just leaving the Gyeong corner, where if you wanted to watch a traditional geisha performance, you can pay your 2,500 yen and watch a show. But unfortunately, because of the flu that's going around right now, they have been shut down, and any kabuki theater is also being shut down right now, so we're not able to watch those or take in that. But I think we just need to come back. I guess so. So, learned a lot of things on the walking tour tonight. Learned that kabuki is a traditional art theater style here in Japan, and they only have male actors that perform, so no female actors. We also learned that the geisha population has decreased greatly. I think before World War II there was like 1,000 geisha in Kyoto area, and then after World War II there's only like 200 professional geishas. So that's also an interesting fact. I'm sure I can share more with you later on, so just ask. I think part of being a geisha nowadays is hard because there's some stigma around if you're a geisha that you might be a prostitute too or get paid for sexual favors. But in 1957-ish in Japan, prostitution was made illegal. So if you were a geisha, you couldn't do those things. So hopefully now times are better and those girls aren't expected to do things like that anymore. So we finished up our night with a beer at a local pub, ran into some Couchsurfers randomly and had a nice conversation with some people from Australia. Took the train home, went to 7-Eleven because they have those on all the street corners here. And instead of just a cold section, they have a hot section. And this chocolate milk was actually in the warm section. So we got to warm ourselves up on the inside and get some calcium, because that's always hard to get when you travel. Anyway, good night everyone.